Hello, everybody. Andrew Love here. And I had to show you something, not for the sake of making you jealous or anything. It's a risk versus reward conversation because our family's been through a lot this year. Like everybody's family, it's 2020. The COVID stuff is out of control, and nobody knows what's going on. But basically, our family, we travel a lot. It's just what we do. I got married to a nomadic woman. She's from Mongolia. They're like the professional nomads. And so we've been traveling. We have 3 kids, didn't stop us. But we had a plan before this whole COVID thing to come to Malaysia, put our kids in the school. And then we had to leave Malaysia because my wife's passport said she did. We came to Bali and we've been here ever since. And so in February, we were told by the US government, come home now or else. And we were like, or else what? Things are falling apart over there in terms of the pandemic, and there are no known cases. We're up in the north of the island. So we were like, really? You know, a 40-hour trek in an airplane with 3 kids, which is super stressful, lowers your immune system, and you want us to go home to a country that's just starting to figure out the pandemic? Yeah, maybe not, maybe not. So what we did was we just hunkered down and we said, look, we're going to call this one. And sometimes you have to go with your gut. We have intuition for a reason, and sometimes it's really hard to decipher between, rational thought versus irrational thought and where your intuition fits in between those two things. And so it is, as of right now, it's September 1st, 2020, and we've been here in Bali officially 6 months. And we never intended to really come here. Our intention was to go to Malaysia to put our kids in a school out there. There's this amazing school called Acton Academy. Check it out. Best school. Most schools suck. All right, I have 3 little boys. I'm not going to put them in some normal school. But Acton is like the bomb. Worth flying all the way to Kuala Lumpur from Denver to check it out. And anyway, circumstances changed and we ended up in Bali. First time, I didn't know anything about this place until we got here. And then the lockdown happened. We ended up staying here. And I just want to show you something. This is crazy, okay? We're pretty humble people. But due to circumstances, we ended up in this place, which is essentially a castle overlooking this nonsense. Look at this. Where is it? Where is it? There. That's the ocean. I don't know if you can see it. Let me see if we can focus on it. There, you see? That's the ocean. And we have this extremely large palace all to ourselves. And none of this was our intention. Like, in America, I work for a nonprofit mostly. We get by, we shop at Trader Joe's. But we ain't got this kind of money. This is like ridiculous. But this is how it is. And we ain't got that sky kind of money. I don't know if you can see this. Let me see if you can see this. Let's see that. A little bit of that. Look at that sky. So I just want to say that, with everything that's going on, you can, of course, buy into the fear because there's a hell of a lot of it out there. Anywhere you go, fear. Turn the corner, fear. Look up, fear. Look down, fear. Everywhere you go, fear. And that's good. Fear is good. It keeps you alive, right? It keeps you out of danger. But you can't live in the state of fear. You got to make a decision based off of all the information you have, but also intuition, okay? And to live off your gut is like to be Han Solo, and that's like a very stressful way to live most of the time. So I don't recommend it just like shooting from the hip all the time. You need information. At the same time, the balance between information and intuition is extremely important. So, I'm not trying to show off. This is not my house. I'm renting it. We've been Airbnb-ing it. We've lived, in places where we've had chefs and housekeepers and all this stuff, and we treat them like family, and it's been amazing. But we're happy without all this stuff. To be honest, today was super stressful. We have 3 little boys. It's hot. It's not all fun and games, but I'd rather be here than locked in some apartment in America. Depending on which state you're in, people are like heavily locked down. We have our own, I don't know. We have a lot of stairs here. We just did a lot of reps of these stairs. We went up and down, many staircases. Doof, doof, doof. Well, maybe not if you're super fit. Poof, 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 poof. Anyway, it's just kind of a ridiculous situation, and I don't highlight it because I'm trying to say that I'm fancy, because I'm definitely not a fancy kind of guy. We were laughing at this. We've been in this, you can't really see it. This looks actually kind of small from where we're at, but this is like 4-bedroom plus another little house to the side here, which you can't really see. Just every amenity you can imagine. And after being here for 24 hours, we were like, yeah, we get it. It's nice. It's really nice. You know what we'd like more? Family. Like to be around family and friends. To be in a kingdom without any family or any friends it's not a kingdom. It can be hell, right? Heaven is connection. Hell is isolation. Not that we're saying we're in hell by any means, but we're making do. We're making do. Oh, I wanted more azaleas in our garden, and they just didn't have it, and I almost left. Just almost turned around, walked away, and said, "You call this a garden? How many azaleas do you have?" Oh, yeah, no, I don't want to be a D-bag or anything, but the main purpose of this video is that in this time, you know, I've had plenty of opportunities. We're on this island. This is a very populated island, but you know, like if something went down and you're on an island, like a zombie apocalypse, you don't want to be on an island, right? You can't escape. But at the same time, intuition was like, America, you know, being on an island, I don't know. We went with the island. I went with my gut, and then I started realizing things like, wait, there's fruit everywhere. There's coconut trees right there, bunch of coconut trees. Oh, whoa, hello, special guest, the moon. Whoa, I can't point. Special guest, the moon. That's the moon right there. Boop, boop, boop. So, you know, there's coconut trees. There's mangoes. We have a mango tree in our front yard. There's a bug in my head. So I started doing these mental calculations. There's fish in that water. It's kind of dirty. We're up in the north here. A lot of junk in the water, but also a lot of fish and all that. We could forage for food up here. I was born in the city, so I say that, you know, without much of a background. I know how to climb a tree still. We had city trees. I could climb a tree. That's it. Maybe not that tree. That's a crazy. There's nothing but death up that tree right there. But most other trees I could climb, and I could get some fruit. I could forage. I could find my inner, you know, feral caveman inside me, and we can make things happen. We could eat some lizards, whatever we need to do. But this is what happens sometimes when you go with intuition. Sometimes it's really stressful, right? But sometimes it really pans out. But at the end of the day, you are responsible for your own life, and you have to reap the rewards or pay the consequences for your actions. And in this case, we're reaping big time. And I just wanted to make this video as, if anything, for myself, to remind myself, stick with your instinct. Don't give up on yourself. And also, don't be stupid. Andrew, love, don't be stupid. But also, don't be fearful. All right? I'm going to go.